Well, this is it. This is what everybody's been waiting for. So, as you know, some of you know, and I don't know if all of you know, but as some of you know, I had a great opportunity to play chess against the U.S. chess champion Fabiano Caruana in a simultaneous exhibition. And you're all wondering how I did. Well, I'm almost embarrassed, but the fact that I was able to get 32 moves out of the deal, it was a lot of fun. Needless to say, I blundered on the 12th move. But before I start rolling the game, let me show you. I did get him to sign one of my vinyl boards, one that I hardly ever use actually. And I don't know if you're actually seeing this. I can't tell because I don't see myself on the screen right now. I'll move it around a little bit. Okay, but yeah, he signed the E4 square. So what happened was we picked our seats. I was trying to pick a seat that wasn't in the sunlight, and by the time the game got half over, I had the sun shining in my face. But that's not the excuse, of course. You know, it really had nothing to do with it. The fact is that he's a grandmaster, super grandmaster, and I'm just a lowly hobbyist on chess. In any case, here's how it went. Started off with this. I had no idea what the opening was until the computer told me it's the A18 English opening, the Floor McKenna's system. C4, knight F6, knight C3, E6, E4. So, basically, I moved E6. I guess I, moved the order out of order, but that's how it went. So, here's how the game started. Not too bad, not too shabby. I'm doing all right. And then I did, well, first I did that to get it out of, now see, I didn't capture here because what I was afraid of, if I captured here, for one thing, he can capture with the knight and immediately infiltrate my system. Or even if you capture with the pawn, he'd have this queen open right away, and I would have to take back, and all I have there is the queen. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken it. I could have probably done something different, but that wasn't the big blunder. That wasn't anything. So I moved my knight out of the way instead because I didn't want to go through all that capturing right away. So he moved his bishop there, and you ever play on the board and you get this tunnel vision? I'm literally, and he's walking around to the other tables. He made this move, and I'm thinking of different ways I can do something. I was thinking of pawn moves. I was thinking of other moves. I was even thinking about knight to G6, but I don't remember my exact thoughts. But I remembered I didn't want him to take my knight because I'm in a really tight position here, and I need my knights. So I'm thinking all kinds of things, but my tunnel vision started with the fact I was only looking at something like these squares, and my bishop. I was thinking, how do I chase this bishop out of there? Totally ignoring the fact that he has a knight right here. So what did I do? Duh. Oh, I didn't do that yet. Okay. Well, I thought I did that first, but that's okay. He does that. Then go, what did I do? I wanted to trade bishops, forgetting the fact that he has this knight here. And as soon as I let go of the piece, I realized, of course, you can't, take it back. You move a piece, you got to leave it there. So As soon as I moved it there, I realized that his knight was sitting right there. And on the 12th move, I went and blundered. And blundering against the Grandmaster is blundering against anybody is a bad enough thing, but blundering against the Super Grandmaster is hopeless. So from here on in, it was basically, let's see how many moves I can make before I finally have to resign. But obviously, he's threatening my queen now. The thing is that if this knight wasn't here, he could have taken it, and I would have taken back with the queen. But as soon as I realized that his knight was there, obviously I could not do that anymore. So instead, I had to recuperate. I had to take the loss and try to stop him some other way. So he didn't take it with the pawn, so he moved back instead. I did something else, and he did take it after he moved. So now I'm in another dilemma. So I took with my knight. He got his knight inside my house there. And now from here on in, again, it's just a fight to... now, if I didn't move this queen, he might have not taken that knight. But what I was thinking was that he's got his... he's got his queen here. And I'm thinking, if I start opening up my... I'm afraid he's going to come in here. Well, he's going to come in here anyway, but I was afraid that getting my queen over here, I wanted to protect this pawn. Let's put it that way. So I knew that he was coming in here, and I wanted to protect that pawn. Again, I'm after the blunder of losing my bishop, I'm up Switch Creek without a paddle anyway. So I went ahead and moved my queen that way, with the idea that if he does move the knight sooner or later, I'll have some kind of attack on his king, But again, it's kind of a weak attack because I have no other piece. I'm trying to get pieces in there, and he's got me all locked up. So he did take. I took with the pawn. He got his queen in there, like I said, attacking my rook. Now I moved the rook up so that I can maybe slide this rook over here one day. He moved his knight. Now I'm worried. I took the pawn out of being captured. He moved his knight in there anyway. Put me in check, and I got out of check. And now he comes into my house altogether. Of course, I'm already losing. I'm already down a bishop. But if I don't take this knight now, again, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have got my queen out there. I'm nervous. I'm playing this fantastic chess player. Maybe I should have done this. I don't know. But I didn't. I took the knight with the rook, knowing that, of course, I'm losing my rook. So I took the loss of the exchange. And right now I'm down an exchange and a knight. Exchange and a bishop. So I finally get my queen to slide over there, and my rook is still stuck out here. My bishop is still stuck inside the house. He takes another pawn. I move my rook out of being captured. He threatens it again. I move it. So now at least I got a queen and a rook on my seventh rank, whatever. All I'm trying to do now is survive for a few more moves, just to say that I survived more than 30 moves, which I just about made. He threatens, and I move, and he threatens again. Now I didn't take it. And I'll tell you why. Again, he knew that I couldn't take it. He might have expected me to take it, knowing that I'm a weaker player, considering how I blundered that bishop and everything. But the fact is, I really, I'm already in bad shape. But if I were to take that knight, I'd actually be in worse shape. Because here's what would happen: if I were to take this knight, then he has this, and what am I going to do? If I take it, he's going to take my queen. I only have the queen to take it with, so that would have been the a quicker end to the game. So attempting not to make the game end so quickly, I did not take it. And I allowed him to take it. And took his knight that way. You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should have just taken it. So he puts me in check. Now I have to decide whether I'm going to lose a bishop or a knight. Man, I am in bed. I played a bad game here. I could have done a little better. I think. I think once I blundered my bishop, I choked. But I tried to, in good humor, I tried to keep the game going as long as I could. But yeah, so I chose to lose the bishop over the knight. Then I started to say, all right, this is the end of the game. So desperado days are coming. Let me just gobble up a couple pieces if I can before he checkmates me. And I took the pawn. He's gonna queen. He's gonna queen his pawn. I took his bishop. He moved his queen. I moved my queen to capture the pawn. And naturally, I know it's the end of the game now, obviously. He queens, I take, and he takes, and I resigned. Of course, this h6 move is not really there. I didn't really do that. It's just that I was trying to get the computer to accept the fact that I resigned, and it wouldn't let me until I made a move. So, anyway, I didn't really do that. You know, I could have kept going. I could have seen how many more moves I could have gotten out of the game, but let's face it, I should have resigned somewhere back, somewhere back and moved 20 or something, you know. But nevertheless, it was a lot of fun. Fabiano Caruana is as nice, as pleasant to meet as you see him on you know, the TV or the YouTube, playing you know, his tournaments. It was definitely a pleasure meeting him. And he signed my, let me see, he signed my score sheet, which is, so he signed, of course, the board, and he also signed the score sheet that I used to save the game. Here it is. Again, I don't know if you're actually seeing this. I'm going to try to back it up a little bit. It's there. So, okay. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I wish I had done better. There was people that were doing better than me. There was even a couple of young kids there that were doing terrific. The guy next to me, sitting next to me, actually won his game against Fabiano. So some people there had a better day, you know, a better game than I did. That's for sure. However, as bad as I did, I was not the first one off the boards. There were at least 10 people, I think, before I finally gave this up, that were left the game. There was 36 people there, and I believe there was more than 10, maybe even over a dozen people who had either resigned or lost. Of course, you know, I resigned late. I never say die. You know, I was having fun. So I didn't. I wanted to stretch it out, and obviously I stretched it out to the ultimate end, you know. But I didn't want to bother poor Fabiano with my nonsense and knowing that I lost the game long ago. So I bothered him long enough. But so there it is. There you have it. And that was the simultaneous game that I played in the college over here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you find some humor in this video. And I think it's Control F10.